to his experience as he goes. And Miles Apple will say a few words in a second, but he is a Newton North student. And we have Josh Sapers, who is a Newton South student. And then finally, Aiden Rose, who is also a Newton South student. We're very excited about this group, and we already know they're going to do us proud in Beijing. So, Miles, would you like to say a few words to introduce our group?
First off, I'd like to thank Mayor Warren, Superintendent Fleischman, Ms. Price, and Mr. Steinwich for giving me the opportunity to go on this trip. Secondly, I'd like to thank Michael. I know it's your first time doing this, so it's got to be a little bit stressful, but I think you're doing a pretty good job so far. Thirdly, I'd like to thank Mr. John Conti for trying to get us into gear and planning this whole thing. Again, adequate job. It was also Mr. Conti who came up with this idea of the three blind mice, where we're totally blind to China. And I think this is the reason that I went on this trip. Firstly, like the language. I started Chinese freshman year because I thought it would be a practical language for the future. 4 years later, I still think that this is a good idea. And I think that there's no better way to learn the language than full immersion in society. Secondly, culture. I think I've always been fascinated in Chinese culture. Since when I was a kid, I used to watch Chinese shows on TV and see the dragon through the firecrackers, and I'd be really excited. And I think this sense of fascination still exists today. Thirdly, I think the most important thing they would all agree is food. I don't know my fair share of Chinese food, but I don't think we can really get better than the English food. Another really important thing, another reason that I would go on this trip is the ability to represent my country. I mean, I think it's one person or 3 people, 4 people, sorry, that have an entire country that they're representing. And I think this is a scary premise, but it's also exciting. And I think that the Newton-Jingshan program really pushes forward in a friendly way for these two countries to have a positive relationship in the future.